Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ryan Saplin here, fat loss strength coach. And today I wanted to actually talk about deep breathing, deep breaths, and you should take a deep breath. And how does this relate to fat loss, strength training, to headaches? Well, that's the main reason why I wanted to make this video. If you ever get headaches on a regular basis or occasionally, one of the reasons why you do is because you're probably not getting enough oxygen. Now, the human body is more complicated than I can describe in this short video, but understand that there are a lot of different things that make our body work the way it does. So the reason why we get headaches could be lots of reasons, but I'm just offering some of my experiences when it comes to headache problems, but also on how all this stuff ties in to weight training and being stronger. So let's start with the beginning, which is cardiovascular. So if you have good cardio output and you do cardio on a regular basis, you do high intensity intervals, and you breathe hard without passing out and dying, and you push yourself, your cardiovascular system functions well, right? And that means your diaphragm, which is the muscle that allows you to breathe, that helps you breathe. You got your transverse abdominis, all the musculature here in our center of our body that helps stabilize the spine. And when we're able to breathe well, we're able to essentially use those muscles better. Makes sense, right? When you're doing cardio, when you're doing sprints, when you're doing kettlebell swings, when you're doing any type of conditioning work. Now, how does this relate to headaches and strength training? Well, let's start with strength training. With strength training and powerlifting, you're able to create more pressure in the abdomen. So when you squat in the bottom of the hole, you're able to keep more pressure in the abdomen and stay strong and just come down and come back up. You're very powerful. You also have more stability when you're deadlifting. A lot of this all applies because the more pressure you can create in this midsection, not just your stomach, but also your entire torso, the more force you're going to be able to produce at the limbs, at the hips, and in the shoulders. Now, how does it relate to headaches? Well, a big part of when you don't exercise and you're cardiovascularly out of shape and you sit at a desk, a lot of the time what ends up happening is we sit at a desk and we're hunched over, right? We're sitting at a computer, right? Our shoulders are round, right? Our head's forward, right? And we kind of have this concave chest. And if I'm just talking to you right now, I'm going to exaggerate the movement. I'm just sitting in front of a computer. And you kind of see that my voice is actually getting smaller. I'm actually starting to breathe a little bit shallow, right? And I'm starting to look kind of weird on camera because I don't like to stand like this. And then I'm talking to you, and I'm actually sort of like, almost like losing my breath just talking to you because I need energy to actually make this video. If I pull my shoulders back, pull my head up, immediately I'm able to talk a little bit better because I already have more room for oxygen. Now, if we can do two things at the same time, fix our posture, pull our shoulders back a little bit, and then take a deep breath, then we get even more oxygen. But that's not even the case because what I just did was still a breathing fault. So even though I pull my shoulders back and I keep my chest tall, and take a deep breath, the problem is I breathe too much to my chest and I got too much tension in my neck, and over time that can cause neck problems. Especially if you're sitting in front of a computer or if you deadlift, it can cause all kinds of issues. So what do you have to do to get better deep breaths, prevent headaches, power lift better? Right? Actually, one of the things, going on a tangent here, one of the things that allowed me to lift more weight was, specifically with a squat, not so much the deadlift, but more in the squat, is being able to create that pressure in the abdomen. And you can't do that unless you're able to breathe into your belly. Breathe into your balls, as Elliot Hulse would say. So what you do is you put your hand on your stomach like this. This is kind of, I wrote this in an email. And then what you're going to do is you're going to press on your abdomen like this, and you take a deep breath and press into your hand. Try it again. So press on your stomach. You can actually, what I learned in certification, you press with your fingers, but I can think that's kind of weird, but I don't like pushing with I guess you can push with your fingers. So what you'll do is you relax your stomach a little bit. You push onto your stomach with your fingers. Take a deep breath. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to fill from the bottom into your torso. So you're not just breathing into your, when I first showed it to you, I was like, I breathed into my chest too much. But what you really want to do is you want to start from the bottom. So it's almost like a little wave of air that fills your body. Now, if you've listened or are familiar with deep breathing and breathing exercises, one of the popular methods that I looked up online or heard about is called the Wim Hof method. It's a little aggressive breathing pattern. You can look it up. But the idea is that you need to breathe better. And if you focus on breathing better, you're going to have less headaches. You're going to be able to lift more weight. You're going to be able to be stronger when you lift weights. Because remember, your brain needs oxygen. And if you're not taking as much oxygen as you could, you're not going to be able to get as much brain power. So imagine sitting in front of a computer like this, you know, and you're basically collapsing your torso and you're making it harder for your body to breathe. And if you're overweight and carry lots of body weight, what ends up happening, it's even harder because you're compressing that ability to breathe. So remember, pull your shoulders back, keep your chest tall, chin up, and take a deep breath. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Click like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And I'll see you guys all on the next video.